Build My Bid Manager USA Federal Edition is the AI proposal system built by the people who sat on evaluation boards and gave the adjectival ratings. This is how it works. Most contractors do not lose RFPs on price. They lose the source selection before the price volume is even opened. Generic technical volumes with no CPARS evidence and no Section M alignment. Past performance narratives without contract numbers or adjectival leadings. Every solicitation starting from scratch with no reusable evidence library. And proposals written for the reader, not for Section M criteria. Win rates below 25% become the norm. We know this because we sat on source selection evaluation boards. We gave those adjectival ratings. What SSEB evaluators actually need to see is a technical approach mapped directly to Section M evaluation factors. Key personnel with verifiable qualifications and CPAR's history. CPAR's backed past performance with actual adjectival ratings. FAR-compliant proposals with zero ambiguity on contract requirements. The right price-to-win strategy because LPTA and best value are two completely different proposals, not plausible language, proof. The shortcut approach is what most BD teams do right now. Open ChatGPT, paste in the RFP question, accept what comes back, submit. It reads professionally. The SSEB marks it acceptable. Acceptable loses the source selection. The system approach is different. Your AI already knows your CPAR's library. It decodes Section L and M requirements before a single word is drafted. It pulls your matched past performance and drafts using verified evidence, not plausible language. Then it scores the output the way the SSEB would before you submit. Every RFP makes the library stronger. Introducing Build My Bid Manager USA Federal Edition, a permanent AI proposal operating system installed in your existing ChatGPT or Claude account, built on your CPARS evidence, yours to keep and use on every federal solicitation you respond to from today. Build My Bid Manager USA runs entirely inside the ChatGPT or Claude account you already use and pay for. No new platform, no API keys, no IT department. Just your AI, configured by procurement experts to work like a professional proposal assistant that knows your CPARS record, your certifications, and your contract history. We build a structured federal proposal library from your evidence, covering past performance references, KPIs, methodologies, certifications, and differentiators. Every response draws from your real, verified proof, and every RFP you run through the system makes the next one faster and stronger. The system works in 3 phases. Phase 1 is built. We create your AI command center, collect your documents, build your federal proposal library, and train your AI on your CPRS record and your proposal strengths. Phase 2 is run. Every live RFP follows a structured sequence. Decode Section L and M, match your CPRS evidence, draft from your library, run the evaluator critique, and review the full submission before it goes to the portal. Phase 3 is govern and grow. Every RFP feeds intelligence back into the system. Grade A content is extracted into your library. Win and loss data is captured. The system compounds with every submission. Here is what gets built inside your AI. An organization bid brain, your full profile, services, geographies, contract vehicles, and unique capabilities, structured for consistent use across every proposal. An evidence vault, your KPIs, outcomes, delivery records, and accreditations, graded by strength. A case study library, past contracts structured as proof with methodology, outcomes, and measurable impact. A methodology library, how you deliver, written for evaluator scoring. A past performance library, short and long versions of every CPARS reference in verified format with adjectival ratings and measurable outcomes. and a FAR compliance register covering SAM registrations, SBA certifications, CMMC posture, EEO compliance, and a safe-to-claim list. Here is what that looks like in practice. Same question, same AI. Without the proposal library, the response sounds experienced but contains no contract numbers, no CPAR adjectival ratings, and no measurable outcomes. The SSEB marks it acceptable. With the library, the response gives the contract number, the agency, the dollar value, the CPAR adjectival ratings for technical quality and schedule, the outcome metrics, and commits the same key personnel by name. That is the difference between acceptable and outstanding. That is the difference between a debrief call and a contract award. Past performance is the deciding factor in most federal source selections, weighted at 35% or more on best value procurements under FAR 15.305. On a $5 million contract, that is over $1.75 million of evaluation weight. Most small contractors are not presenting their CPAR's record the way SSEB evaluators need to read it. Generic narratives with no contract numbers and no adjectival ratings score acceptable every time. Your AI structures every CPAR's reference into a verified, adjectively rated narrative matched to this solicitation's specific past performance evaluation criteria. The result is CPAR's backed past performance responses that score outstanding on every solicitation that asks for them. Once installed, every RFP follows the same simple sequence inside your AI. Load context with one prompt that sets your AI into proposal writer mode. Decode the RFP by pasting in the section so your AI identifies exactly what the SSB is scoring against Section M criteria. Match evidence as your AI selects the strongest, most relevant CPAR's references from your library for this specific question. Draft the response, a library-backed first draft with named evidence from your vault. Then score and improve by running the evaluator critique prompt so your AI identifies exactly what to strengthen before the response goes anywhere near the portal. All of this inside the account you already pay for. Here is what happens over time. After the session, your AI command center is live and your federal proposal library is ready. After your first RFP, Grade A content is extracted back into your library and the system is already stronger. By Proposal 3, your library is growing, your strongest CPAR's references are identified, and your responses are getting faster. By Proposal 6 and beyond, every question draws from proven winning content and your library refines continuously with every submission. Other contractors are doing this right now. Every RFP they complete is making their system better. The question is whether yours is. The founding member price is $997. The average federal small business contract is worth $500,000 to $5 million. That is less than 2% of a single contract win, and a system you use on every RFP you respond to from that day forward at no additional cost. Unlike a consultancy fee, this is a one-time build. Library-backed drafting is significantly faster than starting from scratch. Evidence-led responses score higher. Even an improvement from acceptable to outstanding on past performance can be the margin that wins the source selection. The question is not whether $997 is too much. The question is whether your next RFP will have the system behind it. Bid Piston was built by procurement people who ran source selections, sat on source selection evaluation boards, and gave the adjectival ratings. We know what earns outstanding because we awarded it. We understand FAR and DFAR's requirements, CPAR's evaluation standards, CMMC compliance, and the source selection procedures contracting officers are required to follow. Most AI tools are built by technologists. We built this from the proposal writer's perspective. The prompts, the evidence structure, and the review sequence are all grounded in how SSEB evaluators actually score. This is not a service you consume. It is a permanent asset that compounds with every RFP you complete. Build My Bid Manager USA Federal Edition is available now at the founding member price of $997. That covers the complete federal proposal operating system, 175 prompts built for federal contracting, a CPAR's past performance builder, Section L and M libraries, and SAM.gov opportunity analysis prompts, all running inside the ChatGPT or Claude account you already pay for. That price increases to $1,999 at the next product release. There is no timeline I can give you. It happens when it happens. Lock in $997 now at buildmybidmanager.us.com. Here is what happens once you get started. Today, download the pack and get instant access to your complete federal proposal operating system. Within 60 minutes, your AI command center is created, the master system prompt is installed, and your system is live and ready. In your first week, upload your past proposals, CPAR's references, contract deliverables, KPIs, and certifications. Your AI builds your federal proposal library, and the more you give it, the stronger it gets. When the next RFP drops on SAM.gov, your system is ready. Decode Section L and M, match your CPRS evidence, draft with your library, and score it as the SSEB would before you submit. Every response draws from proof you own. The system runs on 6 non-negotiable rules that separate a professional proposal system from a prompt experiment. Never invent facts. If evidence is not in the library, write evidence needed. Not one metric, CPRS rating, or contract claim may be invented or assumed. Library before drafting. Your proposal library must be built before any drafting prompt is run. Stack your prompts, context mode, then task prompt, then review. Always in that order, and the review step is never skipped. Human reviews every output. No AI-generated text goes to a portal without a human checking facts, contract commitments, and scoring strength. Every RFP improves the library with post-bid debriefs and content extraction after every submission, no exceptions. And governance runs continuously with setup checks, output checks, and weekly performance reviews. Your next RFP is coming. When it drops on SAM.gov, you will either start from scratch or you will have a system that already knows your CPAR's library, your contract history, and your strongest past performance references ready to draft from verified proof. The difference is one session. Get the founding member pack today at buildmybidmanager.us.com for $997. That price goes to $1,999 at the next product release. The link is buildmybidmanager.us.com.